How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper, and this is the voice of Old Snapper. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Do everything here trucking related. Hope y'all enjoy this drone footage coming up here. This here is my place of residence down in, well, not right at my place, but it's in the town I reside in Port O'Connor, Texas. Probably about a quarter mile from where I live. But hope y'all enjoy it. We're going to be talking about some news I read that kind of hits me wrong. At the end, I'm going to give my perspective on it, a couple opinions that I have about this and why I think this is really coming into play. I'd like to hear y'all's feedback on it and whether y'all agree, disagree, what's your thoughts on it, why you think this is really coming, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's jump into this. Big changes are coming to truckers in California as California unveils mandate to phase out diesel trucks. New big rigs and other trucks will have to be zero emissions by 2040 under a proposed regulation unveiled by the California Air Resources Board. Under the proposal, manufacturers couldn't sell new heavy-duty or medium-duty trucks fueled by anything other than electric. Also, requiring trucking companies that operate within the state of California to do the same. Chris, Senior Vice President of the California Trucking Association, which represents truck drivers, said, we are flying blind into some pretty major questions about the practicality of actually implementing this rule." And I agree with him. I agree exactly what he said. About 1.8 million heavy-duty trucks on California roads would be affected by the regulation, according to the report. The Air Board will hold a public hearing on the proposal on October 27th after a 45-day comment period. It comes just weeks after the Air Board passed another far-reaching mandate that bans sales of gas-powered cars by 2035. The new proposal builds on a clean trucks regulation passed back in 2020, which gradually increases the number of zero-emissions trucks that manufacturers must sell starting in 2024. That right there, folks, is going to lead into what my theory is. Remember that key point right there. Tony Brazel, chief of the Air Board, said the low cost of operation of zero-emissions trucks, along with mandates, will usher in trucking companies to change even sooner. He believes that these mandates, along with the low cost of operation of these electric trucks, is going to cause trucking companies to change over way before this mandate deadline. Well, I have a couple problems with this. First off, electric trucks is just one step closer to driverless trucks. I also am not sure how I feel riding on the highway with that much battery underneath me. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm also not sure how I feel about the pollution that would be caused from any accident that may occur when you got them batteries on you, leakage and all that kind of stuff. How those batteries would respond over time out in the heat to the weather and elements. I believe there's a lot of things they're not taking into consideration. I also believe they're not taking into consideration the infrastructure in California. Yeah, they may be able over in between now and then to get all these charging stations put into place. I could completely see that. But California has another issue. They can't even keep their houses powered. They have rolling blackouts every year. What are they going to do with these trucks? Trying to charge all these trucks and all these cars, they're going to cause even more blackouts. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. There's so many things there they haven't thought about. Well, in case you're wondering, I'm wondering why they're pushing it. And I was sitting thinking about it, and it caused me to do a little bit of research. And I started getting into trying to find out who these people are that are behind it and trying to find out what their investments are. Well, I couldn't find their investments. It's not public, that I could find. Now, I know a lot of senators, congressmen, a lot of their investments are all public. But I couldn't find, like Governor Newsom, I couldn't find where these guys were invested. But I'm willing to bet that these guys are invested in EV stocks. And I'm willing to bet they're passing laws to fatten their pockets. It has nothing to do with pollution. It has nothing to do with anything else other than fattening their pockets at the cost of the American people, at the cost of residents of the state of California and some residents elsewhere. I believe that's all this is. It has nothing to do with nothing else. And I'm going to tell you why. Have you ever looked at what a lithium mine looks like? It's probably one of the most polluting things there is. Not only that, but where are all these batteries going to go when they're no good anymore? They're going to end up in a junkyard somewhere, right? It's more pollution. What about all the pollution to make these batteries? Pollution to make these cars? You still have pollution involved in all of this, right? And with modern technology, the way we've got these cars down, they don't hardly put out any pollution as it is. So it doesn't make any sense. I truly believe that these government officials are invested in stocks, and you got lobbyists paying them that are also invested in these stocks and different things like that. It's all about money. They're feeding it to the American people. Some people are buying it. Some of the people out there are taking it hook, line, and sinker. The ones that don't think for themselves. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, I truly believe this is all about a dollar bill. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. And I hate to see it going that way. I know it's not the first thing in our country to operate like that. Almost every law in our country has functioned in that manner, it seems like. But it's becoming more and more obvious in recent days. Anyway, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on why they're pushing this? Do you believe this is truly for the pollution, truly for the planet? I really want to know what y'all think about this out there. Do you believe they're going to be able to get all this infrastructure put in place in time? Do you believe that trucking companies are going to swap over on their own? Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this as well. Kind of see if they're in line with what I was thinking. I'm sure other people will like to read what your thoughts on this situation is as well. Anyway, I appreciate all of you for stopping by. I wish you all the best. Hope that you are being good to one another. Remember, we are all family out here, even if we are a little bit dysfunctional. But y'all take care, stay safe, and keep trucking.